Right now on Up with KREM, the Washington State workers' vaccine mandate deadline is today. Tim Pham is live this morning breaking down who the mandate impacts and who could find themselves out of a job.
Yeah, it is a very big day. Also here in Spokane County, we're talking about mass testing. The new mass testing site will open up at the Spokane Falls Community College in just a little bit. I'll have a live interview coming up.
We also have Nicole Hernandez live this morning on how school districts across the region are handling the mandate.
That's right, 90% of Spokane Public School teachers and staff are vaccinated. Coming up, I'll explain what the districts are doing to accommodate people who did not get the vaccine.
We're talking temperatures on your Monday.
Up with KREM begins now.
Today is the deadline for Washington's COVID-19 vaccine mandate. Good morning and thanks for joining us on Up with KREM. I'm Channing Curtis. Thousands of state workers have until midnight to prove that they are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. So this morning we have team coverage. Nicole Hernandez is breaking down how Spokane Public Schools are accommodating their teachers as well as their staff members there. Jeremy Legoo is in the Outdoor Weather Center with a look of today's conditions before you start your morning commute. But first up, Tim Pham is joining us with a live interview from Spokane Falls Community College, where they are opening up a brand new mass COVID testing site today. Good morning, Tim. What can you tell us about testing there?
Hey, good morning, Chenny. Yeah, that's right. In just about an hour and a half, this mass testing site here at Spokane Falls Community College will open up, and it's being operated by a company called Discovery Health. They're based out of Seattle, and this morning I'm joined by Haley Normandin. She is the site manager for the Spokane location. Good morning, Haley.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Absolutely.
It is a really exciting day that this is being offered here in Spokane,
Yes.
because everyone at home knows that it's been almost impossible to get a COVID test unless you book it way in advance. So tell us a little bit about why the testing site is opening today and what the goal is.
Well, there definitely has been a need within our community. We know that, so we're very happy to be here serving them. Our goal overall is to see about 400 to 500 people is what we're hoping that we're going to see that will come through for testing. Very easy process, probably in and out of here after you wait for a minute and a half total. So, and testing results will be available approximately in 72 hours.
Gotcha.
So people will come through. They'll start at our first booth here where we'll do some registration. We will ask for insurance information, but no one receives a bill. It's completely free. After that, they'll do a self-swab and be on their way.
So talk a little bit more about the test. It's a self-swab, but this is
Correct.
considered a PCR test, but it's not the invasive one that goes higher up.
Absolutely. So we will actually just go ahead and put it, they'll insert it up their nose, not very far like you would experience in a doctor's office. Send that out. And then we'll get the results back in about 72 hours.
Okay, Haley, I'll have you come over here. Okay, so Haley, I also want to ask you about jobs, because this is creating jobs for our area, and you guys still need some help
Yes.
to run this facility, and that will really allow you to even expand more to test even more people if you can hire those positions.
Correct. We are hiring all local staff for our sites. So right now we are looking for administrators. We're also looking for those who will provide the tests, so medical staff, and then also a possible site manager for another location.
Great. And then I also just want to ask you a little bit more about the kind of the flow of this. You know, this is not the arena setup, and we saw at the arena there were long lines. How do you guys plan to get that flow here to ease congestion? Obviously, this is a busy road too. Talk about some of the traffic plans in place.
So traffic plans in place is we're going to get everyone off of the street first and foremost. FCC has been wonderful to partner with. They've given us this huge parking space. We're able to house about 60 people at a time approximately. From that, like I said, it's only about a minute and a half long, so they should be in and out pretty quickly.
Great. And then I also want to ask you, you said that there's no cost here, but who is this for? You know, this is not for to go to a sporting event or for travel, right? Who is this for?
So we welcome everyone, but really we're here for those who have had a possible exposure or who are symptomatic. That's our number one concern, making sure those people know what they're dealing with so they can get the proper care.
Gotcha. Okay, so tell us about how many appointments you have already for today, and really any guesses on how many you anticipate showing up today on day one?
Oh, that's a really great question. We have received at least 33 inquiries in person over the last 24 hours. So I'm guessing with those numbers, we're definitely going to see a high volume. Who knows? It might be 100, it might be 4.
Yeah, okay, so what's the number one question your organization has been receiving about the mass testing site?
When are you opening is
Yeah.
definitely the number one.
Okay.
And then second is when can I get my results? So far, we've been so welcomed. Every vendor that we worked with has been so excited to see us here. Everyone who's stopped by has just wished us well luck. So
Great. And when you show up, do you need to be wearing a mask?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
yes, so we are a healthcare facility. Even if we're outside, we are still a healthcare facility, so masks are required.
Okay. Well, Haley, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And if you want more information about testing here at the mass testing site, you can text the word TEST to the number 509-448-2000. We have a link with everything you need to know about Discovery Health's mass testing site here in Spokane, and we'll let you know when the second location opens up as well. All right, in the meantime, we do want to send things over to Nicole Hernandez now, who is taking a look at how the mandate is affecting the schools in our area. So let's check in with her.
We'll get back with our team coverage on the Washington vaccine mandate deadline here in just a little bit and check back in with Nicole Hernandez. In the meantime, let's get a look at the forecast. Our Jeremy Legou is in the Outdoor Weather Center, and it is already a gorgeous start to Monday. And Jeremy, I understand that the fall-like weather is going to be a little mild, at least for the start of the work week.
Yeah, it's going to be like sunny and gorgeous out, and that's as we head into the next couple of days. We're talking a beautiful start to the work week, but look at this. It's fall colors all through Riverfront Park. So my pro tip as we kick things off is to get outside and take some of this in. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s today and tomorrow, but it does start out quite cool. 40 degrees outside right now, and if you're outside for an extended period of time, that starts to get cool. But if you can make it outside and then back inside and outside and back, it's not that bad. So for most of us, 40 degrees is a nice mild start to the day, but we will see a change in the forecast as we move through the next few days. 38 here in Coeur d'Alene, but the difference there, it's actually not raining. Little glitch in the weather system. It is clear skies overhead for Coeur d'Alene, Spokane, and the inland northwest. It's a beautiful start to the day and going to be a beautiful day ahead. We get rid of some of the clouds in the southern panhandle, and then it's all about the sunshine both today and tomorrow. And these clouds build in, but not until Wednesday morning as the sun comes up. So next couple of days, all about the sunshine. Today, that's going to get us into the upper 60s. It's going to be beautiful. I think we'll be up near 68 degrees later on this afternoon. Tomorrow, still in the mid 60s, but as our weather pattern starts to shift, we'll eventually see the chance of rain and cooler temperatures return on Wednesday.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. Now let's get right out to Nicole Hernandez. She is live this morning with more on how the vaccine mandate is going to impact schools, especially Spokane Public Schools and Central Valley. Good morning, Nicole.
Yeah, good morning, Jennings. Right now I am live outside of Brown Elementary School, which is right behind me. This is part of the Spokane Public School District here. So Spokane Public Schools has over 5,000 employees, most of which are vaccinated at this point. So let's take a look at the actual numbers. As of right now, we know that 90% of the staff right now is fully vaccinated. Only 4 employees district-wide decided to leave their jobs. 1.3% asked for medical exemptions, 8% asked for a religious exemption. For exempt employees, Spokane Public Schools will provide personal protective gear or PPE while they're at work. Now for the Central Valley School District, over 1,700 employees are vaccinated. Almost 400 staff applied for exemptions. Central Valley District has also made accommodations for those asking for exemptions. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
7:09, time for your morning rush. More news in less time. A FDA advisory panel voted unanimously to recommend authorizing a booster shot for Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine. Regulators say they didn't see any evidence of serious safety concerns, but noted they were not given enough time to independently review much of J&J's data.
It's very, very clear that there's waning immunity and that we do need to boost individuals who've received any of the 3 products.
The FDA itself typically follows the panel's advice and is expected to rule on both boosters within days before the CDC would sign off. Providence Health is announcing it is asking for federal help to address the growing number of COVID-19 hospitalizations. They've requested the resources through the Washington State Department of Health, and now a team of 20 additional people will be on site at Sacred Heart, including doctors, nurses, and respiratory therapists. Former President Bill Clinton was released from the hospital Sunday. Clinton was admitted Tuesday with an infection unrelated to COVID-19 and was put on antibiotics. A spokesperson for the Clintons says all health indicators are trending in the right direction. The Medical Lake versus Freeman High School football game on Friday night was a historic one. It was the first ever football game in the area with an all-black referee crew. Danny Adams is getting close to retiring, and he's the one who organized this event. And you can see just how proud Danny is to be a part of the moment.
What does it mean to you to be a part of the first all-black reffing squad in Spokane history?
It's fantastic. It can't say enough words. You know, this is great.
Is this something you ever imagined seeing in your career?
No, it isn't, but closer to my retirement, once we got enough gentlemen of color, I wanted it to happen.
The other referees during the game were Larry Brown, Ben Johnson, Kimo Patrick, and Clyde Coleman. The Spokane Lilac Festival is in need of volunteers to help keep its traditions alive. They need a new commercial space to house and build its 3 floats that travel between towns from Portland to Canada every year. Currently, Fairmont Memorial is providing a temporary space, but a permanent location is still needed. Fairmont Memorial is also looking for volunteers to help build and decorate the floats. That's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's going on in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media. As the WSU Cougars secured their 3rd win in a row, the future is still up in the air for head football coach Nick Rolovich. What could happen if the highest paid state employee does not get his COVID-19 vaccine?